Welcome to AdventureSphere. This channel is dedicated to missing people who are missing with a vehicle. In the process of creating this database, we are creating a volunteer sonar search and recovery dive team to search for the people featured on our channel. Our services are free of charge. We ask you to consider subscribing, watch our content, and help spread awareness of our endeavor. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline can be reached by dialing 988 or 1-800-273-8255. Calls are free and confidential. Every year, over 600,000 individuals go missing in the United States, according to the National Missing and Unidentified Person System. While many are quickly found and returned to their families, others remain missing as years go by. This is Janet's story. So Janet Ann Walsh, then 70, is missing from Shaler Township, Pennsylvania. Her last date of contact, I believe it was Sunday the 19th, but another database says it was Monday the 20th. She drives a silver and black 2018 Chevy Trax with Pennsylvania license plates KTW6007. Her tags expired in 2021. Her daughter arrived at her mother's home to have dinner with her. When she went in, her mom was gone and her phone was in the upstairs bedroom. Janet had a therapy appointment for the next day. I'm not sure if it was the next day of the 20th or the next day of the 21st. But she did cancel that appointment. I'm not sure if it was a physical therapy, occupational therapy, or emotional, therapy support. Her home address at the time was 108 Dolores Drive. The home has since sold in 2021, so please do not disturb the new homeowners there. She was last seen on Mount Royal Boulevard. Her car was not spotted on license plate readers, or the GPS tracker wasn't working, so investigators believe that she was either in a rural area that didn't have satellite capabilities, or she perhaps went into the water. Investigators have scoured the Allegheny River, I think it was 4 or 5 times they were out there, but they found nothing. She went to church services. I'm thinking it was Sunday, and then she had lunch with her daughter Erin and then her husband. Let's see here. And then Janet's husband Thomas died November 5th, I think it was, 2019. It was about 2 months before Janet disappeared. Daughter arrived at 5 p.m. at her mom's. Mom was gone. Also, the Army Corps of Engineer and the Pittsburgh River Rescue Unit searched the Allegheny River as well. They couldn't find anybody. There was somewhere I was reading that Pine Creek was too shallow to hide a vehicle, and Route 8 would be a good place to search. I guess there was a place between Donora and Braddock that if people were looking to get rid of items, that they would bring it back over there. If you perhaps want to go boots on the ground and just search around, just be careful and bring somebody with you. Her husband Thomas went by the name Haas. He was 72 when he passed away. Janet's maiden name was Janet A. Biermeyer Walsh. Daughter is Erin. Tom loved hunting and fishing, and he was a captain in the United States Marine Corps. He is buried at the St. Bonaventure Church, but it is known as St. Mary's Cemetery in Sharpsburg, Pennsylvania. I want to say the drive there is about 1.5 miles as the crow flies, so she wasn't having to go very far from home. She wasn't a church member, but she attended often. Pastor Dan Smale had volunteered. She went to the Bethlehem Evangelical Lutheran Church. They do a lot of ministry outreach. The website is belc.org. So we're trying to figure out why she disappeared before the daughter got there. I'm wondering if she might have made Tom's or one of Tom's favorite meals, and it perhaps just got to be too much for her to handle if she would do something self-harm. Or maybe she forgot a ingredient or ran out of it and she needed to go pick up something. The sunset, let me see here. The sunset then was at 5:23, 5:24, so I think it would have started setting about 4:30. It could have just been that it was getting too dark for her to see the road and she went off somewhere. I'm wondering even if she might have taken a turn too hard. It might have gone down one of the sides. I zoom into the areas around here. I try to look at the mountaintops. Yeah, there's a lot of metal guardrails, but if she might have taken it too hard, she could have flipped over and gone down the edge. The high on the 19th was 36, and the high on the 20th was 25, and then the lows were 13 and 16, so definitely roads could have been icy. I'm wondering where she went to get her prescriptions filled, and after the date of her disappearance, was her prescriptions transferred to another pharmacy? That might be another way to look for her. Also, other questions that I have is, she sounded like she was getting ready to volunteer somewhere. I'm wondering where she was going to be doing that and how often that was supposed to meet. Was she more of an early bird or a night owl? Even if she would stay at home, it would be good to know. Did she give any possessions away in the month or two before she went missing? Does she prefer to drive on main roads or back roads? Did she put any calls into AAA, her mechanic, or her car insurance carrier? Were there any items that she always carried or wore? I know she had a walker or a cane, but then are there other items? Multi-tool, water bottle would be good for her. Anything like that. And then was she diagnosed with a recent bladder infection or a urinary tract infection within 3 days of her going missing? That would be huge if we can find that out. And then does she have any other health issues? Diabetics, seizures? How is her vision? Wear glasses? Did she have a recent concussion? And then what was the place of her last verified financial transaction? A date and a time might help us too. And then where did Haas like to fish and hunt? She might have gone there for some solace to think about him. The places I'm going to mention next are shared with my blessing, so Janet can be reunited with her family, regardless who higher powers work through. The description box has our email address if you'd like to share insight on any cold case, know someone missing with a vehicle and would like them featured on our channel and searched for, or to donate equipment. The video of Google Earth that you're watching has a measurement from our current best starting location, which was her home at the time, and then it goes out to possible search areas. We focus on bodies of water within 5 miles of their last known location and within 5 miles of their destination. If an area has been heavily searched, we may expand the search area, but please keep in mind that accidents tend to happen closer to home. So I know Adventures with Purpose did a lot of searching in the rivers for her, so I wanted to use this video to focus on more lakes in the area. There's a couple good ones. They could be out quite a ways, but there's a Lamphur Reservoir that's fairly close to her home. And then the rest of them, there's Lake Arthur. That's about 30 miles out. The Beaver Run Reservoir is 22 miles. And then there's the Allegheny River at Pool 5. There's also Armstrong Trails right there at Shenley. That's a 19-mile drive out. But there's a lock there, so I'm thinking that would have deep water. And that might be what she went to go look at for a while. And then there's the North Park Lake and Spillway. I like this one. It's very secluded, so if she was wanting someplace quiet to go, this could be very possible. There, and then at this area, there's a place called Tennis Court Road. And if you turn there and you go down a little ways, there's a dam and there's a lot of shelters. I'm thinking she could have just jumped in the water there if worse came to worse for her. And then, let's see here. She at one point lived in Glenshaw, Pennsylvania, which is just another neighboring town. And I can't find my notes where I had. There was one other town, but she was all right in the general Pittsburgh area for about 35 years or so. If you'd like to help Janet's family find her, please subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and ring the notification bell to receive progress reports. I'm going to let the video play out here for just a couple of minutes so you can see the entire search area if you're interested. If you see something that I missed, please let me know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and remember that we love you.